In Wichita, encounters were never accidental. The city lived off intersecting paths: herds, merchants, fugitives, dreamers, and sometimes, amidst it all, something more fragile than gold was born: hope. That is how Catherine met William Antrim. Not in a saloon, where men spoke too loudly and promised too much, but in a quieter place, at the edge of the market, where laundry hung on long ropes like white flags of a daily struggle. Steam rose from cauldrons, and the women's hands were red from the scalding water. Antrim appeared there as if by chance. His clothes were clean, but not new. His hat was worn slightly back on his head, and he possessed a gaze that never rested too long in one place. He didn't look like the type to seek work. He looked like the type seeking something else. "Do you wash for folks who don't stay long?" he asked, with a faint, tired smile. Catherine looked at him briefly, sizing him up. She was used to men who made promises and disappeared. "We wash for anyone who pays," she answered simply. Antrim laughed softly. "That's good, then. I never stay very long." It was the kind of answer that should have ended any conversation. But it didn't. In the following days he returned. Not always with laundry. Sometimes just to talk. Other times with stories. Wichita was full of storytellers, but Antrim told them differently. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't exaggerate. He spoke as if those things had truly happened: mountains in Colorado where silver pushed from the earth like grass, rivers where the sand hid gold, cities that appeared overnight and vanished just as fast. Catherine listened while she continued her work. Her hands stayed busy, but her mind began, involuntarily, to drift away from the thick steam and the scent of soap. "And did you ever find anything?" she asked him one day. Antrim smiled. "Not yet." "Then why do you keep going?" He shrugged. "Because next time might be the one." It was a simple logic. Dangerous. But alive. Catherine lived in a world where everything had to be calculated: how much water, how much wood, how much profit. Her life was a succession of exact tallies where mistakes were paid for immediately. Antrim lived in a world where a single success could erase all failures. That is where they truly met, between these two ways of seeing the world. The children watched William with distrust at first. Joseph analyzed him in silence, with a seriousness that didn't belong to a 14-year-old boy. Henry, on the other hand, listened to him, as he listened to everyone, without judgment, but without fully believing. He sometimes brought them small gifts. Nothing expensive. A simple knife, a story, a half-spoken promise. Catherine knew what he was. A man who never stood still. His eyes were always fixed on the horizon, as if something unseen were calling him. And yet, for a time, he chose to stay.